Listen, there's been like a little bug going around our school. Teachers have been dropping. Y'all know how it is, especially if you're a teacher or just like if you're dealing with kids in a daycare center or even sometimes like in an office environment. It's like, when something hits, like some bacteria or some bug or virus, whatever it hits, it kind of spreads. So yeah, my coworkers have been getting better, catching a cold, or catching something, whatever it is, a germ, getting better, coming back, getting it again, and having to, having to leave school or having to be out. Mine has been kind of in the stomach area. I felt it on Saturday and I was like, oh, my stomach. And then I've been battling with the Pepto and just taking, vitamin C, just everything. My colleagues were like, are you okay, Shay? I was like, yeah. They're like, I was like, I know. I was like, if my skin were lighter, it would be green because of all of the. But anyway, sorry, that's TMI. But yes, I am feeling better. And so yeah, it's running its course. I think I'm on the upswing of it. So yeah. Alrighty, y'all. I've got the results of another diagnostic test, another high stakes test. I'm excited. Initially, when I looked at the results, I was like, I'm okay. Y'all, I looked at them again. I was like, wait, what? I'm going to share them with you right now. So for the reading, the test, they test the students in reading and in math, right? For the reading, for the first test, my students, out of 15 students, I shared that with you. I have 9 girls and 6 boys. Out of my students, 3 of them were green and 12 of them were yellow. For my district, because one of you shared with me that in your district, the colors mean different, have different meanings. In my district, green, for this particular test, green means on grade level and yellow means 1 grade level below. And you'll see it when I show you the data. I'm gonna put it on screen. So I had 3 students who were early on grade level and 12 students that were yellow. They were below grade level. And that was for the first test. And yeah. So now fast forward, I have got 11 students that are green, and I have 4 of those 11 students are at mid. They are above grade level, so they are mid or above, meaning they are above grade level. So 4 students are at or above grade level. I have 7 students who are on grade level, but they still are hitting that early K, like in certain areas. It's kind of like in kindergarten, if you're not hitting like phonics and phonological awareness, meaning the letters and the sounds and manipulating sounds, even if other areas of the test is stronger, it's still gonna have you score not be like at grade level. But I have 7 students who are green and they are still in the early kindergarten stages, and I have others who are on target and above, and then I have 4 students that are yellow. So essentially those numbers are fantastic. Before, I had 80% of my students that were yellow. So 80% of the class were yellow, they were below grade level, and 20% were above grade level. And essentially so that number almost did a flip to where I have 74% of them are green. Oh my gosh, right? At or above grade level. And then I have the other, 26% of them are yellow. So that number almost did a complete flip-flop, y'all. I'm just so stoked. I'm so stoked. And then I wanted to share with my ESOL students, because I think I shared with you before that I have ESOL students. So for reading, for ESOL, my ESOL students before, and I'm kind of flipping to get to it, all of my ESOL students, I have 6 ESOL students. All of them were yellow. Before, below grade level. Now, 4 of them are green, and 1 of them is a high green. 1 of them is a mid kindergarten. So they're mid kindergarten. So they are actually hitting a little bit above, the target. So it went from all 6 of them being yellow to 4 of them being green, and then hooray! Y'all, their ESOL teacher I have an ESOL teacher who comes into class and she pulls them out and she gives them Spanish. And then she also comes in and she provides support for them. She was just like, Shay, let me tell you. She actually sees other ESOL students in other classes for kindergarten. And she was like, Shay, what you're doing is fantastic. She was like, she told me yesterday, she said, I really enjoy being in your classroom. And people don't have to say that, you know. And she said, I really enjoy being in your classroom. I can feel the love and I see the learning happening. She was like, your students are reading, they're writing, they're confident. And I was just like, hooray. And I didn't want to probe. I wanted to say, how are the other kindergarten students doing in the other class? I'm new to the school. I don't really know people like that. And I don't want people to say, oh, but she was asking about your class. So I just let it go. But for her to say that lets me know that they're doing well in comparison to the other kindergarten kids as well, because she was just like, they're reading, yours are writing. And I could tell that she was just like impressed, because she said it. She said this another time, I'm really impressed. Like, they know so much. How do they know so much? And when she was in the classroom with me, she was like, oh my gosh, I love what you're doing. So I thank the Lord, first of all, because, you know, God gives us, you know, gifts and abilities and talents. And, you know, I've dedicated my class back to Him. And I said, you know what, Lord, help me know what to do with each individual student as well as the class as a whole, right? And I really feel like, and I know that it's not coming from me, like I'm willing, but it's really coming from the Lord. And so, but when people see that and then they comment, because a lot of people will see and not comment, you know, they'll think about it, they may talk about it, but then they may not say anything to you. But for her to actually say something, actually on more than one occasion, really makes me feel like, okay, we're doing it. So anyway, those are the reading results. Hooray. I have 74% of my class are green. I have a part of those kiddos are like rocking it out. They are mid or late kindergarten when it comes to reading. And then I have the other 20% are yellow. Y'all, let me tell you, we are on a roll. I feel it. Like, you know how sometimes you can feel it? Today, I was sitting back and I'm looking at their test, the weekly test, and the tests are strong. Before, it was kind of like scattered. There were some B's up in there, some C's. They're all E's, they're all E's, meaning A's, consistently. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for consistent A's. I'm looking for consistent E's. E's or A's. I know I'm using them interchangeably. I don't want to confuse you, but it's the equivalent. E is the equivalent of an A. And now that's what I'm seeing. It's up there. We are rolling. It's either A or F. A or F. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I know, that when that happens, then it's clicking. They got it. So I have been adding on the rigor. Them kids have been like, oh my gosh. Oh, and I'm like, you can do it, you can do it. And they're like, they're doing it. So hooray for those results. Now, here are the math results. I told you these kids, this math, and I'm not saying I'm not studying math. I am, of course, obviously I'm teaching the math. I mean, that's a core part of their curriculum. I'm focused on it. This math is blowing me out of the water. When I'm watching them do the math, I'm just like, what? Okay, no more delay. For math, I had one student who took the test from before out of my 15 who was at grade level, one. The other 14 were not. So 93% of my class was below grade level for math, and only 7% was at grade level, y'all. Listen to this. Y'all, I have got the same number, 11 students, the same as I had in reading. 11 students are green at grade level and 4 are yellow. 11 are green, 4 are yellow. 74% of my students are green. It went from being, 93% yellow to 74% green, and 27% are yellow. And it went from being 7% to 27, it went from being 93% yellow, right, to now 74% green. Y'all, 7 of them, right, are hitting higher. They're hitting that late kindergarten, that mid kindergarten number. 7 of them. 7 of them have it's like they jumped and then they took off and now they're going. And I see it because I when they're talking to me and showing me the math work, I'm like, they're understanding, it's clicking. Y'all, these numbers, I'm just so stoked, and I'm just so impressed. I'm so stoked and I'm so impressed. I don't even know what to say. I do not know what to say. So for the math, all of them were yellow. And now 4 of them are green. 2 of them are above grade level green. So yes, I've got, 66% of them are green and 33% are yellow. So 4 of them are green, 2 of them are yellow. Y'all, and I'm just, I'm out of words. I'm just excited. I'm excited for them. Like, I'm really excited for their growth. Why? Because let me tell you, I don't know if I said this, but if I did, excuse me, I'm going to say it again. When they're taking these tests, we cannot look at the test, manipulate the test. Obviously, when I come over, when they tell me like they can't hear and things like that, and then, or if they, hit a button and then they clear out the test, I have to go in and upload it again and do those things. But one of my students was just like, he was taking forever because I can go to my computer, I can go to my desk and monitor their progress. And I'm saying, this kid has not moved, this progress hasn't moved in 10 minutes. Really it was like 2 or 3 minutes. So I came over and he was sitting there here at where I am at my kidney table in tears. And he was like, I don't understand. What is it? And I said, honey, I cannot help you. Just, and it was a clock. And so it was, asking about time. And I told him, I said, well, honey, I haven't taught you, And so he was like, are you going to teach me? Are you going to teach me? And he was so upset. Now, on these tests, sometimes are not our kindergarten standards. Like, we don't, it's not in my curriculum. But you best believe I'm going to teach him that, because he was just like, I was just like, if this is the last thing I do, I'm going to teach you time. Because if you yourself are that determined and you feel as a kid, as a 6-year-old, that you're like, I want to know this, I'm going to teach it to you. So I'm carving out time to teach the kiddos time, because he wanted to know. And other students were like, what? And I was like, I'm teaching. So guess who's teaching time? Right now, they're learning. We're doing our normal curriculum. Remember I told you all how I'm doing enrichment? Well, I'm adding stuff. I'm adding the clock. I hadn't added it yet, but it's added now. I was going to add it anyway, but I was like kind of debating because there's some things I want to do in remediation. I was like, I'm going to do the remediation. They were rolling. I can get that done and get the time done. So y'all, these scores, I'm so proud of them. I'm really thankful that their parents, have embraced, for the most part, the homework, because I really credit that as well with just adding the extra support and the extra reinforcement that they need. And for the most part, the kiddos have been doing the homework. Now, let me tell you, if they don't do their homework at home, I check that folder every day. Before they can go out to play, I don't know if I said it before, they have to sit here and do their homework, like the homework that they did not do for the night before, because she ain't playing. It's like, we got stuff to do. We don't have any time to deal with, I can't. So, yes, these are my results, y'all, thus far. I'm just excited for them. I'm proud of them. I told them, I gave them extra snack today because I told them, I said, you guys are really focusing, and they're chatty. Don't get me wrong now. They're a little bit chatty, and they're still not as maybe responsible as I want them to be. They're still, I don't know where my glue is. I don't know. And I'm saying, you've got to keep up with your things. And I know it's coming, but it's probably coming a little bit later. Like, just how we're in our groove is coming a little bit later in the year than, normal, because I didn't get here until a little bit later, to almost the second 9 weeks. And so now we're in the third 9 weeks. So yeah, we're getting our groove, y'all, and they are rolling with me. And I'm just so proud of them. It's clicking. And yeah, so those are my results. I wanted to share those with you guys. Thank you for celebrating with me, you guys, and thank you for just your prayers and your comments and your support, because it really means so much, right? Because I'll be in this room by myself, y'all. Okay, so I, on Monday, ended up going to my former school because I needed to drop off something to my work bestie. And y'all, when we saw each other, Oh my gosh, you talking about, we both were hugging and she was just like, oh, Shay. I was like, I know. I don't know if I told you all, but that when we got together over the weekend to like hang out, we were sitting in the restaurant talking for like 2.5, 3 hours. All we did was, I know the restaurant people were like, the waiter, the staff, you try to be, understanding that's their livelihood and they need for the table to flip, like they need us to leave, but we weren't leaving, and we ordered and we tipped well, but we were there and we just talked and laughed and just shared our, just experience, just shared everything, and it was really great. So she was like, Ricochet, we're gonna have to get together. I said, yeah, girl, we're gonna have to get together like at least once a month, but talk more as well. So yeah, we text and those things, but so it was good seeing her. So it just made my day. It really did. Also, I just wanted to say thank you, Brownsugar, for my stapler. Thank you for letting me know that it's you. I've been stapling those papers, and it has been fantastic. So thank you for letting me know that it is you who sent and blessed our classroom with the stapler. You're a teacher yourself, and I know you're fantastic. I can't wait for you to share your results if you want with me as well. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for blessing us with this, and thank you all for all my wonderful gifts. My family was like, you have more stuff? I was like, we got more stuff. I tell the kiddos, I think I told you that I tell them that you all, well, okay, listen, if they don't know I have a YouTube channel, I haven't told anybody. I'm so kind of weird like that. Even my work bestie, I'm going to tell her though, because I know she's going to say, Shay, blah, blah, blah. I haven't told anyone, not because of any other reason other than just, I don't know, I'm private. But the kiddos don't know, like I have a YouTube channel, but they do know that we're getting gifts for the class. And so they were just like, do we get another gift? I'm like, okay, wait. It's not about gifts. So I had to let them know. It's not about what we're receiving, but when we do receive, we have to be thankful and we have to be a good steward over the things that we receive. So yeah, so they do know that we're getting gifts for the classroom. And so they were just like, oh, thank you. Y'all, that's the announcement.